We can save lives by wearing a mask. And I think that's the most pronounced comment that I could make for you, and I would recommend you extend the mandate.
My son will be a year old tomorrow. For more than half his life, he's lived in a COVID world. Children have a greater chance of dying of drowning than from COVID-19. Will you mandate that parents can't bathe their children? Will you close swimming pools? Parents, if they mandate that we mask our children, what else can they mandate that you do or don't do with your children? Where does this attack on parental rights end? This mandate is a one-size-fits-all solution for a complex problem. Please let us decide what's best for our families.
There are other states that are lifting their mask mandate. There are other countries that are lifting their mask mandate. And I would just encourage you guys to do the same here.
I am almost thankful for the mask mandate because we now know who actually runs the city of Omaha. It's being run by the Dundee Karens who get you kicked out of grocery stores and out of ice cream stores. And my personal favorite right now, this city is being run by a nanny state. The nanny state is Jean Stothert, Adipur, and you. We have become a city of nannies.
We have bad things happening here because children learn by looking at facial expressions. They socialize. We are creating a generation of people that will be afraid of normal existence, and that's not a good thing. The second thing is, I don't know if you know how badly you're damaging the economy. You guys haven't missed a paycheck, but as a small business owner, we've missed a lot of paychecks.
And when will this fear-mongering stop? It is terrifying to me to think how easily this mask mandate could turn into a vaccine one. I don't wear a mask anywhere I go, and the public shaming that occurs is beyond humiliating. I have been refused business, and on some occasions I couldn't enter the store. If the mask mandate turns into a vaccine mandate, you will not be allowed to go back to work, earn a paycheck.
Getting sick is not the problem. It's okay to get sick. It is the circle of life, even that some will pass, and each death is very sad. Getting sick can actually be a good thing. I am not suggesting that people purposely seek out this virus, but I am insisting we recognize these restrictions as futile and abandon ship, so to speak.
The emergency ordinance must have an immediate effect. From the ordinance and the amendment, you said, quote, "The ordinance seeks to impose a non-pharmaceutical intervention to combat the spread of COVID-19 and to halt the progression thereof," end quote. Because in 49 days, the mandated procedure has not shown the immediate effect of halting all new cases of COVID-19, the emergency ordinance is null and void. The people of Omaha are good, kind neighbors. If masks worked to stop viruses and didn't cause harm, we wouldn't need a mandate to do what is right.
You are literally destroying our economy of local businesses.
Escort.
I have a right to speak the way I need to point my cross. I do not have to leave. Let go of my stuff. You have no right to touch me. I have the right to speak and let you all know you're in violation. I am going to make sure. Do not touch me. You do not have the right to touch me. Do not touch me. You do not have the right to touch me. You're in violation. I am going after you, Officer McCoy. I am going after every single one of you. Enjoy your lifestyle now, because I am taking everything.
All of you gonna sit here
I promise
like this and take this? Yes or no? You're witnessing it right now. You're witnessing the stripping away of our freedom.
I ask you to end this. This is getting bad. You're affecting businesses. I own a business. You don't protect Omaha. You're just following suit. You're puppets. Stand up for us. That's what you're here for. And if you don't, you'll all come to the end of your term.
To the council members that voted no, thank you. To the rest of you, shame on you. You are power hungry, you are overreaching, and you are irresponsible. And that is the truth. I will not wear a mask, I will not comply. My family will not wear a mask, my kids will not wear a mask, and we will not go elsewhere because this is our home. We will go to the stores in our community, the restaurants in our community, and because of the irresponsible, overreaching decisions you guys are making, we will be confronted by people you guys have given the false sense of power to think it is their job to enforce what I do, what I wear as a free American citizen. And that is wrong.
I would just respectfully plead with you to please consider this mask mandate, not to reinstate it, please. And especially for our kids, I would just ask you to please consider them.
Now, I understand that they are awkward, they are uncomfortable, but that's part of your responsibility to the community in which you elect to live. And I'm not saying anything is wrong or evil about those people who don't like the idea, but there is no constitutional right to disregard or neglect the welfare or the well-being of your fellow citizens.
So I encourage you guys to listen to Dr. Poor very carefully so she can manage a health directive, which is social distancing and wearing a mask. We all want to take off the masks, our masks, but I think at this point, I think Dr. Poor is the one to tell us.
And I'm just going to say it. There's some inconvenience. But if I'm right, and the mask helps, and we help from a lot of people getting sick, I won't even say dying, but I'll say being sick, then it was worth it. Again, I am one of 7 votes on this council. I will defend my vote on this as long as I have to make it, but I am nearing towards the end. Dr. Poor, I would ask you, if you think we need a mask mandate, you make the choice. Don't make us do it. It's not our job.
It is almost impossible in a pandemic to tell you when all of these things that we have put in place are going to be over. So for us to sit here and attempt to glean from Dr. Poor or anybody else when this is going to be over, I don't know that anybody can give you an answer to that. It's over when it's over.